And now to Dane County, where a lawmaker is pushing for change after 1,500 beagles were recovered from Ridglan Farms testing facility this month. Activists protested outside the facility last month, and some were detained by police after trying to break in to remove the dogs, who they claimed were living in cruel conditions.
In the wake of those dogs being released, attention, though, has now turned to preventing similar cases in the future.
A Capitol correspondent Meredith Hackler breaks down how lawmakers in Washington are responding and how advocates here in Wisconsin are urging action at the state level.
Congressman Mark Pocan is pushing for tougher federal standards for animal testing and breeding facilities, while advocates in Wisconsin are urging state lawmakers to strengthen animal testing laws. Congressman Pocan successfully passed an amendment in the House Appropriations Committee targeting Ridglan Farms. The facility faces over 300 state-level animal welfare violations. But when the USDA visited the facility a few months later, the agency gave them a passing grade, seemingly contradicting what state officials found.
If a state does something like this and goes after the license, that the federal government immediately, USDA, has to look at it to try to remove its licensure as well.
His amendment has bipartisan support, something he says doesn't happen often in Congress.
If it shows not everything has to be red hat, blue hat, that you can actually just care about things and work together and get something done.
On the state level, earlier this year, Dane for Dogs urged lawmakers to pass the Beagle Freedom Bill. That bill would have required labs or breeders to adopt dogs out after they were done using them.
Right now, as it stands, it's perfectly legal for them to euthanize all of those dogs, and there's no accountability, there's no consequences.
That bill passed out of the Assembly and a Senate committee, but died on the Senate floor. Dane for Dogs says this would be a good step, but they want the legislature to do even more.
Ideally, the state legislature would pass a complete ban on breeding, selling, and using dogs and cats for experimentation.
As for Congressman Pocan, he hopes his legislation will open the conversation surrounding research facilities that use dogs for research.
So I'm hoping that by going after DHHS and going after the USDA, there'll be less finger pointing and maybe cooperation on how to close down bad facilities.
In Madison, Meredith Hackler, CBS 58 News.